In an ancient city, there lived a young man named Lorenzo, known for his courage and his relentless pursuit of truth and justice. His restless spirit drove him to explore the unknown, always seeking answers. One stormy night, Lorenzo found an old manuscript in a forgotten bookstore. As he opened it, he was suddenly transported to a dark and oppressive world, a realm of torment and shadows. At the entrance of this world, a sign proclaimed, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Though fear initially gripped him, the memory of a wise man he had always admired inspired him to press on. Guided by a mysterious figure who introduced himself as an ancient poet, Lorenzo began his journey through the depths of that place. They descended through regions where souls were tormented in indescribable ways, each reflecting the wrongs committed in life. Lorenzo witnessed horrific punishments, but he remembered the words of wisdom about the necessity of seeking truth and justice, even in the darkest circumstances. With this thought, he refused to succumb to despair. He offered words of solace and hope to the tormented, reminding them that true judgment belonged to a higher and more just power. Along the way, Lorenzo encountered an elderly man with a piercing gaze and a grizzled beard, writing feverishly on a parchment. Lorenzo recognized in this man a soul that, though punished, continued to seek the truth. This indomitable spirit challenged the concept of eternal damnation, believing that redemption could be achieved by any repentant soul. Inspired by this audacity, Lorenzo decided to join forces with the old sage. Together, they began preaching a message of hope and perseverance to the despairing souls. They faced unspeakable challenges, confronted demonic creatures, and resisted the temptations of despair. Their journey became a mission to bring light to the darkness, proving that even in the deepest abyss, hope could shine. At the end of their journey, in the deepest circle of torment, where traitors were imprisoned in eternal ice, Lorenzo and the sage were confronted by the ruler of that dark realm. He mocked their mission, but the unwavering courage and faith of Lorenzo shone like a bright flame. He reminded the ruler that even in darkness, the light of hope and redemption could never be extinguished. With a final act of faith, Lorenzo touched the ice that bound the souls, and miraculously, it began to melt, freeing the prisoners. The entire realm trembled and started to crumble. Lorenzo and the sage, along with the repentant souls, were enveloped in a brilliant light and brought back to the surface. Lorenzo awoke in his ancient city, the manuscript still in his hands. He knew that his journey had been real and that the message of hope and redemption needed to be shared with the world. Thus, he dedicated his life to preaching the importance of faith, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of truth, becoming a beacon of hope for all who encountered him.